Ooh, hey, how are y'all? My hair is being weird. Hey, girl. What's going on? My name is Diamond Stylz. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to talk about my 10 type of trans attracted men, trans attracted archetypes that I have experienced. Of course, I'm sure you have experienced some of them or an extensive list of them. So this is not meant to be the full breadth of people's experience. It's just my experience. And this was inspired by somebody I am subscribed to by the name of Chang, Asian trans woman. She did her list. She did 9. I'm going to do 10. So some of these were named by her, but some of them I left out. And I'm going to put her video and her in the chat. I thought it was a fun thing to do, and I thought it would be interesting to discuss deeply. I go live at 7 o'clock on Friday, usually, unless I'm traveling. I have the chat set to where only subscribers can chat, just so we can avoid the trolls coming in and calling us the N words and the F words and the T words and all the slurs that used to happen, but it doesn't happen anymore because they changed the settings. I'm so excited. I love that for us, because who has time for transphobia and racism and homophobia and all that kind of weird, trendy stuff right now? We don't want to deal with that foolishness, right? Let me see. What else? If you are a subscriber and you have been long enough to be able to chat, we are open. We are open here. You can have varying opinions. You can have different opinions. You can have whatever opinion you like. But when you share them, they need to be respectful. And guess who determines whether or not they are respectful? Me. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. And you're not going to be in my chat on no fuck shit. So if you're saying dumb shit or sea lioning or being weird or doing any kind of shady kind of stuff, and I sense the shadiness, no, I'm not always right. But that's why you be careful. If I sense you being shady or you being weird, I'm going to block you. That's just how we work here. Because guess what? I am the dictator, aka the trans Hitler on this page. So you say some dumb shit, you get blocked, either by me or by one of my moderators. Thank you. You don't get to say whatever you want here. Freedom of speech is protected by the government in government situations. Not here. You say dumb stuff, there are consequences. Yes. Got it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hey, how are y'all doing? Hey, Trishan. Hey, Blessing. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jenny. Osiris. Is that how you say it? Yeah. I don't know what the last party is, right? Hey, Marissa. Hey, Royal. Vincent. Hey, Tia. I can't. Who's the other dictator? Fidel Castro. Trini Castro. Shemel Castro. That's funny. What happened? What I missed? Nothing. Nothing. I'm just giving warnings because a lot of people, have recently been coming to my page and expecting me to sit down and explain stuff. Come on, Stalin. Um, expecting me to explain stuff that they can Google, or they'll come in my comments and there is a shady tone to how they're talking to me, and but they're playing it like, oh, this is just a healthy debate. It's got what I call it is sea lining. Not what I call it, it's a word for it, sea lining, where they're presenting these questions as healthy debate, but they're really just trolling you. And so, and they think they're smart. So they're like, they think you don't clock it when I do. And so I'm always very much, you're trying it. And yeah, so don't get in my fucking comments with that bullshit. So I wanted that was at the top of my mind. Um, so happy to see Chasing Threads back. Thank you. I love recording with Chance. Chance is so dope. We have like A B personalities, and so it's perfect because Chance like to do shit that I don't like to do. And you get what I'm saying? So it's perfect. I wish that Chance, no, not I wish. I wish my Chance is white, so I don't, it's hard to put him on Marsha's plate because I want Marsha's plate to be a black space. But I wish my other co-hosts had what Chance has in regards to how they're dedicated to getting information and researching and da 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 da. My other co-hosts don't be doing that, and it annoys me sometimes. But what can you do? Hey, Juby. Shamel Castro. You got to put the asterisk on the mail. Shamel Castro. Hey, Andrea. How are you? Oh, they new here. Yes. And I don't make enough money to be being fake. If you an asshole, you're an asshole. And I'm gonna say something. So I don't make enough money to be like, oh my God, I care about your feelings. Ruby, I'm broke. I'm a working class trans woman on the verge of homelessness all the time. So I ain't kissing nobody ass. Thank you, thank you. The boobs are out today. The jugs. This feels more like fall. This kind of mauve, maroony floral. It's giving, something, a little beige, but I'm feeling this today with the yellow lettuce. I don't know what it's called. Where it kind of give you these kind of cuts outs. Yellow skirt, very auntie, but cute, but sexy. You know. Um. All right. Let's get started. So, because we got a couple of things to talk about. Did y'all pay y'all rent? It's the first. Did you pay your mortgage? It's the first. Do y'all mortgage be on different days, don't it? But anyway, I know y'all rent is on the first if you still renting. Did y'all pay y'all rent? Or did y'all wait till the third, the last day that you can pay it? I do that. Not this week. I did pay it on the first, but I usually wait till the third just because, just to be petty. Pay it on the last day, bitch. I want to pay you hoes. Keep going up on my damn rent. Anyway, they went up on my rent like because of the fees and shit, baby. My rent was super low and cute. Now it's still low, but now is they done kind of went up with these stupid fees. honey, and it gets on my nerves. The rent be paid well before the first. My rent people don't put my shit on the website until the first. Like you can't prepay your rent no more. The people who manage my well, it wasn't just them, the one before them too. They don't put my shit on they don't put it on the website to pay before the first. So you can't even pay it early if you wanted to. I remember when I went to Dominican Republic last year for Christmas, and I stayed there past New Year's, and I had to pay my rent. I had to literally wait to New Year's to the first before they had it even on the website. It was annoying, very very annoying. Come on, 29th. Yeah, we can't pay early. I be wanting to pay early sometimes just so I can get out the way. And also, because I don't work for anybody, I have lived the life of an entrepreneur. Sometimes I'll get big sum of money, like you get a check, like somebody you get a um anybody who is like an entrepreneur and that's your sole income. Sometimes you'll be broke for 3 months because you ain't got no money coming in, and then boom, you'll get a $10,000 check, $30,000 check, $5,000 check. It'd be weird shit like that. So because you'll do something, you'll do an event. And so sometimes, you get that $10,000 check, and then you like, boom, let me pay my rent up for something. Cause honey, if I pay you only let me pay it for that 1 month, I might spend this money on a trip, spend this money on a bag, spend this money on because I don't have no children, baby, because I could be financially irresponsible. So you get what I'm saying? I want to pay my rent up front just so I could be like, oh, it's my rent is paid. I ain't gonna be tempted to spend it because it's not just sitting in my account, blah 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 blah. Because I'm one of the people that out of sight, out of mind, honey. If I see it, it's in the mind, and I'd be like, ooh, I can buy this bag. Ooh, I can buy this dress. Ooh, I can buy these earrings. Ooh, I can buy this. Ooh, I can go here. I'm that if I have see it in my account, baby, I feel like I can spend it. Irresponsible, but that's just how I work. So yes, very much so. So sometimes I be like, "Ugh, let me pay it up front so that I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to worry about accidentally spending it. Because I'm still a teenager when it comes to money. Y'all lucky. All right, we're gonna get started. So, is there anybody? I was gonna start with a definition. Um, See about a company named Flex. They will let you pay them early, and they pay your rent on the first. I've been getting the emails from my management saying sign up for Flex, but it always feels like a scam. It always feel like just another way for them to penny pinch and take some money or something. I don't like it. More ways. Oh, we will report. We will report you to the credit bureau. Now you can get credit reports for your rent and it sounds all good, but I am a black trans woman. I don't be trusting shit. It's always a scam. I'm not signing up for nothing, motherfuckers. I use it since it splits the money up if you don't have it up front. Hmm. I have to look into it. I was thinking the same thing until I did it. Yeah, I'm like, y'all, do they have a fee? My damn apartment complex, they charge 28 fucking dollars processing fee. I gotta pay you 28 of my buckaroos for me to pay you. And it would be cool if they gave a free option, like they literally stopped taking money orders, like, because baby, I will go to my bank and get like a cashier check or money order from my bank for free, and honey, turn it in. When you stop taking money orders, but then you charging $28 for the processing fee on the website, bitch, how the fuck you charging me $30 to fucking pay you? That is so annoying to me, bitch. I don't think it's illegal in Texas, y'all. I'm in Texas. You know, they don't give a fuck about human rights and people. I think it's illegal in California. But it's shady. It feels annoying. It feels like a scam. Yeah, it pisses me off. Anyway, let's get started. I was going to start off with a definition of trans attracted man, but I feel like it's in the name. Trans attracted. That means that when they are willing to date somebody is trans or have sex with somebody that is trans, they are attracted to trans people. They are attracted to their when they think of when they think of people, trans is included in that, in their attraction. Trans is included in that. So they're trans attracted. Now, this list is going to be from the trans femme perspective. I'm pretty sure that there is an equivalent to this for trans men. So I would love if you run across this video and you're a trans man, for you to create your own video. And if you link it, share it to me. I'll link it in the inbox. But this is from the trans femme perspective because I'm a trans femme. And if you don't like my list, you can make your own. If it's not inclusive enough for you, you can make your own. Share it with me. But this is my version. And like I said earlier, this was inspired by somebody else's version. So, we can inspire each other. Make your own damn list is the point. If you don't like it. So, yeah, I feel like I don't need to explain what trans attracted men are. All right. I think that also, I know the Nene Leaks of the world and some other cis women like her that think like her, they don't consider, they have a hard time. They think, what did Nene say? She says, "Oh, yeah, y'all are weird for thinking for that when y'all say that. I think y'all weird when y'all say that." There's some people who don't think trans attracted men are straight or or they have some confusion about their sexuality and label. Um, yeah, this conversation is for people who think that trans women are women, that the trans is an adjective that describes a type of woman. This conversation is for you. If you don't think that, then this probably is not for you. This probably is not your this probably is not your bag. You're probably going to be confused by some of this stuff. Now, I'm somebody who feels like trans, I'll go into that later. But just for a baseline, on this channel, we think trans women are women. Just like fat women are women, black women are women, disabled women are women. Yeah. Trans women are women. Like all of that. That adjective tells you something about that woman's history. Tells you something about that woman's state of being. It informs you about the woman. That's what the adjective is. So the noun is the woman, the adjective is the trans. Okay. I mean, it's common sense, but sometimes it's not common sense. Sometimes it's not that common of sense. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So we're gonna start with the very first, and I think the most easiest one, right? The secure trans attracted man. The first kind is the secure man. Now, the secure man is a unicorn. The secure man is the basic ideal. Like he's a man who stands in his manhood, stands strong in his sexuality, stands strong in who he is as a person, doesn't let societal opinions sway him. This is what I like. This is who I am. This is who I'm attracted to. This is the expansiveness of how I live. And I love it. I'm proud of it. I don't hide it. I'm just secure in who I am. This is a rare breed of man. This is a rare breed of man for many of us, women of all types. They are secure. Their identity is not rooted in solely rooted in the rigid rules of patriarchy. They are a little bit more expansive and while they still might exhibit some of those patriarchal um ideals, it's not to the point where you know they're hiding and they're insecure about themselves as a man. It doesn't put their manhood in question. So this is just the basic simple, I'm attracted to trans women and I'm secure about it. This is a unicorn. This is a rare breed. Because the world doesn't allow these to exist freely. So it takes a strong will and a strong mind to, you know, walk with your head proud with decisions that other people might deem shameful or inappropriate or not becoming of a real man. Okay? Just the basic. This is like the basic. Secure man. Now, none of these are mutually exclusive. Some men exhibit um some men exhibit multiple qualities. They can be at different things in different times of their lives. They can be the same. Some of these are you can be all two of these at once, three of these at once. Da, 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 da. You can some of them you can, but some of them you can. They can be all at the same time, and it also can depend on a lot of different variables. But I explain that when they come. All right. So the secure man is just a basic man. Got it? All right. The next one. I try to start with the two common ones. Okay. And this one, and the two common ones, I feel like they can blend with the other ones, but the other ones I'm going to name are going to have specific details within their definition that make them unique from these two. Okay. Um, this is a common name of the common trans tongue, the chaser. The chaser, how would I describe a chaser? A chaser is somebody to me who dates trans women as freely as the secure man, but he really has no intention of being in a long-term relationship. He has no intention in being in anything serious. He just kind of hopping from booty hole or dick or whatever he's into physically with the person, hopping from woman to woman to woman to woman, whether they be trans or cis, it doesn't really matter. He has no interest in a long term relationship and He might have a type, but it's just like, kind of like a womanizer, like the cis version of a womanizer. It don't matter. You a woman, you look pretty or you look attractive. I'm horny. Let's hook up. Let's do what it do. Somebody in the comments said a fuck boy. Yeah, typical. That would be the cis version. A chaser. Very no intention. Um, yeah. Star Elise says chasers do anything. It's a quantity, not quality. That they even do butch queens in a wig, hard body with a wig. I think we're gonna come a little bit more, um, a little bit. We're gonna go into detail a little bit more in the other ones like that. So let's see. The next one. We're gonna go into detail. The next one is going to be, like I said, the first two, I think they're general. Secure man, chaser. Number 3, the stumbler. What y'all think the stumbler is? For me, the definition of a stumbler is I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking for this, so I'm not chasing it. I am life circumstances led me into a situation where I meet a woman and she's attractive. When I first meet her, I may not know that she is trans, or I may do know that she's trans when I meet her, like when I see her. But for some reason, unlike the rest of the trans women that I have seen, this particular one has features that I'm attracted to. There's something about her that fits my type as far as beauty. I run into her at the gas station. I run into her at school. I run into her at church. I run into her, a video of her on the internet. I run into her and like, she's quite beautiful. And because of however circumstances, I get the opportunity to mess around with her. Now there's another there's another type that I'm going to talk about, but this is a little different. The stumblers don't usually, this is a trait that's unique to, not unique to my list, but unique to the stumbler. Stumbler doesn't usually have a long list of trans women on their roster, because it's not that they're looking for trans women. It's just that this particular one that I met, I like this one and I engage with them and I enjoy it. So I deal with this one. Now, maybe this one doesn't work out. So I might engage with another one, but it's not like, oh my God, I got 100. My body count of trans women ain't a really, really high. It's just usually I just run into this one that I like. Marissa says that's my ideal type. I think trans women like this type. Oh, this is gonna be problematic. So sorry, Marissa. This is just my opinion. People may not agree with this. I This is gonna be problematic. Ooh. How do I say this without being disrespectful? And think I'm choosing my words wisely because I don't want to be disrespectful, but I want to honestly share my opinion. Um, I think, and I don't think this is exclusive to. Hmm, I think that when trans people like this type of man, I think it's akin to people who think it's prestigious to have a low body count. There's a purity, patriarchal thing that makes them judge people with a high body count. They want somebody who is a little bit more exclusive, and that aligns with that kind of cisgender male patriarchal ideals about purity. You are just more prestigious if you don't have a high body count. And so a lot of trans people, which is one of the reasons why they chase those kind of men who, oh, he's straight, or he's married, or he's um they fall in this trap of, oh, I'm the only trans woman he like. He don't just like trans women. He likes me. He don't usually like trans women. He likes cisgender women because it does something for their identity. It validates their identity. So there is a purity test in that situation, if that makes sense. It's very cisgender male to me. It feels like a residual of that mindset of but I see it in cis women too, where no. Nah, these niggas, it be niggas. If it's rare in cis women. It's rare that cis women judge a man as harshly about his body count as opposed to a woman's being judged by her body count. It's a different. I don't think uh, if you find out that say that you go on a date and you meet a dude and he tell you his body count is 50. I don't think that you're going to judge a man with a 50 body count like a man is going to judge you with a 50 body count. I think it's different. I think the feeling about that is different. So Tia says, I relate to the girls who feel that way. I prefer dating men who don't date fat girls. Who wants a chubby chasers when I can convert you? Yeah, I think that's rooted in that kind of, I want to be the special one. I want you to be pure and I want to be the special one. Yes, I think I said that in the best way possible. So the stumbler is somebody who I just stumbled up on one that I just so happened to be attracted to. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. But stumblers too don't necessarily want to be in a relationship with you. Yeah, I think that goes along with the specialness, Marissa. Marissa says, for me, I don't think it's so much about him not dating other trans women. I think it's more feeding my ego that he might not know that I'm trans, just being honest. Mm. But that only satiates you right in the beginning, that he don't know that you're trans. Who he dates don't really have anything to do with him not clocking you. Who he has messed with in the past don't really got anything to do with your passability. So it has to be something deeper than that. But it could also be that I thought I I don't want to be fetishized, but you're kind of fetishizing them for wanting them to be the only one, like you to be the only one. But it's the same. It's just y'all fetishing each other. If you think about it, wanting them to not have any trans experience or low trans experience that gives them a purity. Is similar to when men say, "I want some young girl with no baggage. I want to mold her, or I want her to have no experience. I want to introduce her to some things. I want to introduce her to some things. I don't want her to have all the experiences before me. I want to introduce her to new stuff." It's the same shit. It's the same thing. I've heard a white man say, "You're just the first black girl I've seen who was pretty, and this woman was supermodel gorgeous." Mm. That's funny because I don't want to be the first black person someone has dated. I don't know if that's different. I don't think that's different. I think that that could be I think that there's people who think like that, but on a racial level. This particular thing, um, this particular thing can be applied to any identity that can be fetishized. You want to be the token. You want to be the token black girl, the token fat girl. What Tia just said. You want to be the token trans girl. You want to be the token. And that is pick me shit. Yes, it is. Yes, Tia, it is pick me shit. It's not a right or wrong situation. I'm the same way. I don't want no nigga that's been out here dealing with people. I don't want to be. It's a certain prestige, and I'm not saying there's no judgment in it because I'm literally the same way. So this is it. Me saying that anybody's wrong about it because fuck y'all. I'm the same way. I don't want to be on the roster of somebody. Now, when I was younger, I cared way more. Now that I'm older, I'm a little bit more open, but when I was younger, I didn't want to be. If I hear that you done dealt with a bunch of bitches, good job. No, thank you. Oh, he a chaser. No, thank you. That's just keeping it real. So it's no judgment. We just got to keep it real what it is. And we can be honest about that. So yes, that's a stumbler. People like stumblers because people like to be tokens, and stumblers is tokens. Like they like it's like, ooh, this one's special. All right. So number 4, I think this one is very similar. I think a lot of this next one, um, the name of this one is called The Doll Collectors. I think a lot of stumblers turn into doll collectors. And it's two different types. I think that there is a doll collector and I think that there is a brick collector. And I think that it depends on what they are fetishizing. A doll collector is one that is fetishizing the high passable, high film, pretty girls. And the brick collector is the one who wants your penis to super work. They want you to look hard. They want you to look obviously trans. They want you to look masculine because they want to make sure that that testosterone is working so that dick can be rock hard. Brick collectors, doll collectors. Okay. I think a lot of stumblers turn into doll collectors. I don't necessarily, they might turn into brick collectors if that's the type of look that they go for. Anyway, but usually stumblers turn into doll collectors. There is dudes. I think that there are dudes. I have a cousin or a brother who are trans attracted, and Diamond, you know them. Do I know them? Where do I know them from? Um, So yes, a doll collector is think of like a celebrity Stefan Diggs. Think of a celebrity who is kind of jumping from hot girl to hot girl, celebrity hot girl. Like they done been with the Drea Michelles, they done been with the all the hot pretty girls, the Caruccis, the whatever, the girls that get the Lori Harveys, the girls that get, I don't want to say passed around because I feel like they have agency, so it's not like that they have their own agency. But think about the ones the celebrities who only date celebrities, the pretty girls, the Birkin bag of groupies, those girls, the futures. Yeah. So doll collectors, they only want the baddest of the bitches. I want to date her. 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 But it's I have they are like a chaser, but they're a connoisseur. They have exquisite taste, and that taste don't mean that the taste is just about pretty girls. Sometimes that's what it is, but sometimes it's about the bricks too. It's like I don't really like the pretty, not me, but they be like I don't really like the pretty girls because they dick be little, or they dick don't be working because they on hormones too much. Whatever. I want the bricks. So blah 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 blah. So I think I'm gonna chase the girls who I can immediately tell that they trans. Got it? A lot of clients are doll collectors. Yes, there's many clients who are doll collectors. I want the prettiest girl on the site. I want the pretty girls in the ads. We keeping it real. Why are y'all gagging so? We keeping it real. Have y'all not met a doll collector? If you haven't met a doll collector, it's probably because you're not a doll. You probably met a brick collector. The dolls are less accessible than the bricks. Absolutely, you're right. Because the bricks don't know their worth. You get when you walk into your brick aesthetic, you can start you can start feeling like that girl, especially if you got a big old piece. You'd be like, baby, yeah, I know you like them pretty girls, but then they piece might not be that big. It might not be working. You got to stand into your worth and start charging your worth. But sometimes the bricks, because we idealize the dolls, they kind of be like, oh, well, the dolls are charging 250, 300, so the bricks got to charge, $100. But you missing out on money because you don't understand. There's some brick collectors. Yeah, some doll collector, but it's some brick collectors too, and you got to look that they like. So you better be charging them the same amount. That's the problem with you hoes. Y'all undercutting money and making all the dolls' price have to go down. But you have value too, even as a brick. So anyway, so y'all get it. Doll collector. Doll collectors, it's like it's just like a regular degular chaser. That's why I said some of these they mix and mingle. A doll collector is a chaser, but he has a particular level of taste. Doesn't mean high level, low level. It's just about he has a particular taste. Doll collector to me is the one who really focus on. I need you to be passable, feminine. A doll collector is not going to be dealing with somebody who ain't got no titties. A doll collector is going to deal with somebody that is at a certain level of their transition. A brick collector, you ain't got to have no titties. You got to be a trans. You got to probably full time. We're going to go into something else later to talk about the people who is willing to cross over to even the other side. That's something else. But right now, trans, the ones who you got to be trans, but different layers of what trans is to them. It's unique to them. Like passable, bricky. All right. So that's 4. And like I said, stumblers, full-time CD, right? You gotta be full-time. You gotta be trans. You ain't playing with it. All right. So this brings me to the next one. The next one, the Opportunist. The opportunist. This is different from the stumbler. Similar, but different. Opportunists. No. We gonna no. You jumping ahead, Callie. We gonna get to them. I got a name for them. Opportunist. Opportunist is a type of man that also a chaser. All these motherfuckers chasers. But opportunist, any hoe will do. It ain't about his taste. It's about his opportunity to fuck you. It's his opportunity to fuck anything. His opportunity to, I'm at a club, I meet you, I'm not getting no luck with the cisgender hoes, but you there, you done gave me your number, you fine. The cisgender bitches ain't giving me no play. Let me go fuck with this tranny that's just try to just spill me her tea through text. She got a hole. I'm down. Let's fuck with it. They gonna hit you with the. They could know you trans and they could be pretending that they don't just to let you bullshit and spill your tea. They already knew, but they gonna be like, "Oh, for real? Damn, I didn't even know." But what's up? You suck dick? Damn, for real? Send me a picture of your ass, though. Let me see it. Prove it. Got it. Got what we doing. I done got 2 drinks. I have this one and this one. I don't know what I was thinking. That was good. I don't usually do this, but it's a remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Remixing ass niggas. I don't usually do this, but is that a millennial reference? This my first time. Yes. Oh, I never did this before. I'm drunk as hell. Man, I'm drunk. Man. Uh-huh. Right. So opportunists, any hoe will do. They're not necessarily chasing. It's just that in this moment, whatever I can fuck, I'm fucking. Whatever I can do, I'm doing. It don't really matter. That's it. That's the difference between the stumbler. It's like the opportunity is here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Y'all get the distinction? Y'all get the I don't really, it can be desperation. Yeah, I think it sometimes can be desperation, but sometimes it's just this is the moment that I'm in. And this is easy prey. Like I got like I fuck with a bitch over here, fuck with a bitch. I fuck with cisgender bitches all the time, but when a bitch ain't fucking, when these bitches acting funny and not fucking, I know I can text my tranny and come get my dick sucked. Come digging them guts or something. Very users, opportunists. They have got accustomed to womanizing and saying the right things. They know he can be bored. They also know that there are token trans women that we were talking about earlier. I know that she don't like She ain't go. I done learned because I done dealt with other trans women. I know they really like you to be a first timer. So I'm gonna tell you it's my first time because I know these hoes like being pick me's and tokens. I know these hoes because I done dealt with them. And as soon as I tried to be honest with these hoes, when they asked me, have you ever messed with a trans woman? And I thought it was cool. So I told them, yeah, I messed with a trans woman. And then she was like, you a tracer. And then blocked me. So now I know that I don't need to tell these bitches that I done messed around before because they don't like that. They like me to tell them it's their first time. So I'm going to tell them it's my first time. So boom. So I'm going to say it. Or they ask for money. We're gonna get to them. I got another one. I got another name for them. I don't feel like the opportunity is gonna ask you for money unless like he come over your house and you just look like a trick. You coming over with Mercedes, they might, but because they really just sexually driven, they don't really be asking for money like that. It's another one that's coming up that falls into the money asking part. All right, so that's the opportunist. So what we got so far? We got the secure man, the chaser, the stumbler, the dog collector, the opportunist. The next one is the captive. What do y'all think the captive is? The captive is usually the captive got a wife. Yes. Or a long-term girlfriend. Usually older, usually his trans attraction came probably later, or him accepting it came a little bit later. It came after he already is living his life with a cis woman in a relationship, and that he could be a stumbler. Remember, I said you can share these traits, but what's unique about the captive is the marriage or the long-term relationship. He discovers his trans attraction after already being in a relationship. I ain't met no trans woman that I liked before this, and then bam, I'm 40 and I run into this fine ass little fine shit in the grocery store, and I'm already a cheater. I cheat with other cisgender bitches, so I'm already a cheater. So I try to go after her, and she tell me she trans, and then boom, I'm a stumbler. I stumble up on one that's my type. But I'm in a long-term relationship, so now I got to figure out how I'm gonna play this. I'm already a cheater. If she was cisgender bitches, boom, I would be cheating. Anyway, but this one just so happened to be a trans woman, and I stumbled up on her, and I like her. So bam, I'm the captive. I'm in a relationship. I'm not trying to give up my relationship, because I'm already in it. So boom, these are the captive. They're captive in their relationship. They're not free. They're not single, and so boom, I found this one, or I am, yeah. This is the captive. They're in relationships. They're doing their thing, and they run across a trans woman. I see this comment. They can turn into chasers. They can turn into dog collectors. They can turn into opportunists. Remember, I said all of these things can be excluded, but the unique thing about the captive is that they are in a relationship, married or long-term relationship with their partner, and boom, this is the type. Got it? This is the uniqueness about them. All right. Let's go to this one. Now, this one might be a little spicy to y'all. Y'all might not consider this one, but I've dealt with a lot of this one. I've run across a lot of these. I call these The window shopper. The window shopper. They look, but don't touch. They are attracted to us, but they don't actually shoot the gun. They want you to send them pics. They want you to send you video. They might send you dick pictures. They endless chat with all the girls. They don't actually do it, but they watch trans porn. They probably are the type that think all the girls got HIV, so they scared to fuck with them. They are super, some of them super religious. So they play with the idea, but they don't actually act on it. It's playing with the idea that's the turn on. Trans attracted, but they're just not doing it. Very obsessive. Homoeroticism. Yes, they're always watching trans porn. Always. They're going to have a bunch of the trans girls' pictures, collected in their phone and their computer. They're going to be tons of mutual friends. They're going to know how to talk to us. They're going to be chatty Cathys. They're going to be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I've been following you for years, Miss Diamond, ever since you was on Black Planet. Oh, I remember when you was on MySpace. Oh, I remember when you used to come and you was an escort when you were 22 and I tried to talk to you and da-da-da. They're going to have all these long ass stories because they've been following you for years. I remember you was on Night Flirt. Oh, I remember when you came and did this. Oh, I started watching you and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They're going to have all of that. They're going to know everything about you. They're going to know every story you told. They are a fan. They are a fan. I remember when you was a brick with no titties, baby. No, never a brick. No. They never say that to me. I do. And by the time I was out in these streets, the doll had some titties. By the time I was on the internet, I had titties. So I ain't never got that. I've always had some titties, child. Unless it's was somebody that know me from high school. Remember, I started early. So by the time I left high school, I had a B cup. So I already had some titties. So if they say that, I'll be like, you're not talking about me. But I'll never get that. I remember when you was a part-time CD. Yeah, they gonna give the girls who they experienced that with, but it ain't gonna be me. Yeah, no. They'll get me when I was young and just starting out as an escort. But when I started out, the first ads I ever had, I had titties. They were sitting up looking cute. And I was full time. Yeah, I started full time when I was younger too. So most people who know me as a trans woman, I had already been full time, unless they went to school with me. But by the time I hit adult, baby, I had been in the game for 10 years already. But unless you know me from high school, junior high, for real. Because my titties started growing in when I was a sophomore, sophomore, junior. How old you be when you 16? I was 14 going into freshman. So like 16 junior. I was going from sophomore to junior when my titties started to look like where people was clocking like, why are you growing titties? I didn't have breasts when I first started escorting, but the girl in my pictures did work as it should be. Resourceful. Yeah, so they can't give me that. I be like, oh no, baby. Wrong girl. So yes, window shoppers are gonna be the ones who they look, but they don't touch. So somebody could ask, well, are they really a chaser if they're not actually doing it? Are they trans attracted if they're not actually doing it? Yes, that's why they're chasing. That's why they're fucking obsessive with all the girls. They know they got all the pictures of the girls who are nude. They got all the escorts. Oh yeah, I saw some video of her. They are trans attracted. They just don't do nothing. I know plenty of captive window shoppers. Plenty of doll collector window shoppers. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Let's go to the next one. So it's three more. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we at number 8. Um, let's see. I call these the Subby Hubbies, meaning submissive husbands. The Subby Hubbies. When you think of a Subby Hubby, think of Papoose, but they like dick too. You know how Papoose, clearly he's attracted to masculine women. Clearly he's attracted to dominant women. You know how if you go from Remy to Clarissa Shields, baby, you clearly like that kind of masculine, tough street woman. The beta. That could be a good name too. But I Subby Hubby sounds cute. But the reason why I say Subby Hubby is because they will be in a relationship with you. That's unique. Subby Hubby, they like, they'll be in a relationship with you. Whereas the captive is not, this window shopper is not, opportunities probably not, doll collector probably not, stumbler probably not, chaser probably not, secure man yes. They secretly want to be the girl. Maybe that could be one. That could be one. They could secretly want to be that girl. Yeah, that could be one. I that kind of half and half. But they are subs, they are submissive, they like you to be masculine, they probably want you to top them, they want you to they identify as a man. They want, like I said, some of them they really want to be that girl. But that's a whole other these ones, when you look at them in public, you're gonna see the girl and you're gonna see the boy. It's gonna be very binary. It's gonna be you know, but he's the submissive, the Subby Hubby. It's like he'll be out with you. He can be a doll collector or he could be a brick collector. It depends on his particular taste. But he is also a secure man because he will be out here in the streets loving on you and being with you and everybody know. Got it? This could start off. I think a lot of times this could start off. This could be a graduate of a window shopper. Sometimes I see when window shoppers actually do something, they can turn into this. Not all the time. They can also turn into opportunists and dog collectors, tumbler, all that kind of stuff. But a Subby Hubby is a masculine submissive. He will be in a relationship with you. He will be with you, but just know you got to be able to, these dudes are rarely gonna be with a bottom trans woman. She gonna have to be verse. She gonna have to be either a top or verse. These type of dudes, they want you to play in their Boochie Cat. They want to suck your piece or something. They want to do something because the dick is a part of that submission. So he wants you to be fully functional. So don't he knows how to do glory. Yes, he knows how to do it, Giselle. Oh, glory. Yes, he has done his research and knows how to get that cat clean and right for you because he knows what needs to be done because this is his tea. For the guys, he's probably going to be a size queen. He's probably going to have a fetish for particular things, being topped or gobbling meat. I've had a subby hubby who he may not be really into getting plunged like that, but he want to gobble your meat. He want to suck it. He want to gobble it. He wants to gobble it. Yeah, word out for the guy. So that's what a subby hubby is. They're gonna be into getting topped. They're gonna be into being domed. Um, yeah. All right. I think most men are size queens. I think, yeah. Who wants a little dick? No, 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 no. That's a no, 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 no. I think that there are some men who I've met some men who are size queens, but I've met men who don't want you to be bigger than them. So they may not want you to be little, but if they're little, they don't want you to be bigger than them. So they want to feel big with you. So if you bigger than them, it'll turn them off. I've met men like that where it's like, oh my God. It doesn't make them feel feminine. Damn, you the tranny and your dick is bigger than mine. I met men like that who like the trans girls with the little cat meat. But yeah, most people who are into people with penises, whether cis trans, they want it to be big. They want it to be big. But I have met men who fetishize trans women with little meats because they don't want them to be bigger than them. All right, so this is the one that everybody keeps mentioning, indirectly mentioning. I call these the Economist. This is number 9. The Economist, the gay for pay, the brokies. This is akin to the hobosexual. This is I call them the economists. These are the ones who I'll mess with you if you got some money. I'll mess with you if you got a place to stay. I'll mess with you because I am broke. I will cross any line to get some money. So you think I'm fine and you want to give me some head? You gotta pay me. Oh, you a trans woman? You getting old? You maybe you I'm a young 22. I'm a young 25. I'm a young 31, and you 50. You cute, but you're gonna have to pay me because I'm the young hot tender. um, I'm homeless and you trying to holler at me. Where you stay at? Ooh, let me come over, dick you down, and make you fall in love because I need a place to stay. You these can be people who are very cisgender who identify with straight, but it's some economists that are homosexual males. They not getting no luck with the butch queens. So especially if they they're masculine, they will come over here to the trannies and make them feel like a woman just so they can have a place to stay. Let me treat you like a real girl, Miss Pinocchio. Let me treat you like a real girl, and I'll I'll do all the trade. I'll put on the show and the masculine performance to make, because I know you hoes like to be tokens. That's what makes the girls vulnerable. I'll put on the show, treat you like a real girl, just so I can be connected to you in the ballroom, just so I can have a place to stay, just so I can be on your television show cooking with you in your basement, just so I can be doing what I need to do with you to make you feel, I'm getting what I need out of you and making you feel fish. Yes. These are the opportunities. These are the ones that, you know, these are the ones that they know how to play the girls out of an opportunity. Get a gay mother. You know, sometimes they be saying that, but sometimes they'll be fucking the trans women too. So economists are, it's about opportunity. Have you ever had the economist try to rob you like violently? I haven't had an economist try to rob me violently, but they have tried to rob me. And some have successfully robbed me. Dicked me down and went in my closet while I was asleep and took my bag. I have lived a healthy life full of men of different. The reason why I know these is because I have lived a life, honey. I had a trade that we have been talking for a month, getting our life, and honey, I wake up and he done took my whole little stash. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, economists are a money-based opportunist. Not just money, but advanced social advancement. Think social advancement, think money, think a place to stay. Anything, they are broke and they're trying to come up. Are you really trans if you ain't been dicked down and bribed by trade? Wait, what's the little are we doing the cisgender fake one or are we doing the real one? Right. Cloud economist trade went in my wallet while I was in the shower back when I was young, inexperienced trans. Yes, you know, you got sometimes you get God. You know, you're young and sometimes you get God. I ain't never shake my purse for no trade to be with him. Let me think of, have I ever shook my purse in a situation? Yeah, I'm not really a shake purse fish. I've been stolen from. That's why you put your fucking bag somewhere where they can't find it. I learned my lesson that one time. But I'm not really shake my purse kind of fish. I ain't never I ain't never gave no nigga no money. I'm trying to think of, I have like um bought a nigga some, like if we done hooked up and we rolling and I'm out, I bought him some. It's not like I'll stop at a drive through and I ain't about to get me something to eat and you broke and I'm not gonna get you something to eat. But I would do that to anybody. But I have done that before where I'm hungry, taking his ass back. I'm driving him back home, and honey, I stop at McDonald's and I buy him some McDonald's. Cause I ain't about to buy me some food um and I'm not buy you something. But I would do that with anybody that's broke in my car if I'm getting, that's just me being generous. Um Trying to think of the most thing that made me feel the most trickish. I'm trying to think of something that I've done that made me feel like a trick. Um I have been in a situation where a trade came to see me and they got their car got towed in my apartment complex, and I helped them get their car out. And I felt like a trick, but I also felt like I was just being nice since they got towed in my apartment complex. I have been in that situation, and it felt like I kind of was side eyeing myself a little bit. Um, Trying to think of a situation where I felt like a trick. Yeah, I don't really be in those situations where I ain't just giving my money. I think that's the only time that I felt like a trick, but that was because you got told at my apartment complex, and I felt bad. I felt bad about it because damn, you got told at my place. So I felt weird. But I have had somebody get told at my place and I didn't do shit at all. I'm like, good luck. But this particular time, I think it was because I told him to park somewhere, and this particular time I told him to park somewhere and don't worry about it. You ain't gonna get told, and he got told. I buying them drugs. No, I don't like drug users. Yeah, I don't really like drug use. If you need to be, it actually turns me off if you need to be high to fuck with me. It's kind of like the opportunists or them or that when they be giving, I'm drunk. If you got to be drunk to fuck with me, that's gonna turn me off. You gotta be drunk. Fuck out of here, bitch. Yeah, that's an ego thing to me. If you got to do drugs to fuck with me, it's gonna be an ego. Now, what's the opposite of boost? Deflator, ego deflator. You gotta do drugs like I'm a fucking brick or ugly monster. Fuck out of here, bitch. No, block. So I ain't never really been in a situation where I was buying Trey drugs, giving him gas money. No. If you ask me for gas money, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be like, no. Um, Especially now at this age. This is another thing about aging. Me aging makes me more sensitive to that shit. So when I was younger, I had a car, so I would go pick you up. I wouldn't. Um, Now I'm not leaving at my house. If I want to hook up with you, you got to come to my house. I'm not coming to nobody's house. When I was younger, I would go to their house and we could hook up at their house. I don't do that no more. So I would drive if I needed to. But as I've aged, because I'm older, sometimes a nigga would be like, "Oh, you an older woman," so they'll try to play to see if I can give them some money. I'm like, "No, bitch, I ain't giving you shit. Fuck out of here. Too much dick out here. I ain't give. I'm not. If you want to hook up with me, you want to hook up with me. If you don't, if I'm too old, then fuck you. I'm out of here. No, thank you. So no, I'm not giving no gas money. Um, Trying to think of I have got my little chocolate drop. I have got my little chocolate drop years ago, probably like in 2000, like 15, 16. My little chocolate drop. I did get him an Uber. I was horny as fuck though. I had been dealing with him, and he always would come on his own. This particular time, something was going on with his car, but he would always come over my house. But this particular time, I had already been dealing with him. I'm trying to think of what made me do this when I normally don't. Um, I had already been dealing with him. He had never asked me for anything. He had the dick was amazing. I had already been dealing with him for years. He was fine as fuck, chocolate, um, all the shit that I like. He does all the stuff. He give me head, dick me down. He basically does he perfect in regards to sexual chemistry. And this because of how he presented it to me, it wasn't like I'm trying to get money out of you. It was, man, my car fucked up, da 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 da. And I usually will come fuck with you, but I ain't really got no way over there now. And then I asked him, well, why don't you get somebody to drop you off? And he was like, all right, I'm gonna ask somebody and see. And he just couldn't get away. And I was like, all right, well, this is what I'll do. I'll get you an Uber here and you just try to get your way back. And that's how it worked out. So it didn't feel like I was tricking. If it feels like you're trying to get some money out of me or like I'm tricking, it ain't gonna happen. Or like an entitlement, like I'm entitled to deal with you. But yeah, so I think I've been in that situation, but I've never had no trade live with me. You can't move in. You ain't never gonna be able to move in. So I don't do homeless trade like that. Trying to think of a situation where economists, yeah, economists don't feed my ego. They make me feel like you're trying to use me. So no, I'll never. Me and economists usually don't go uh, anywhere. Cause bitch, I'm not giving you no money. My pride and ego is too big for me to shake my purse. Now, when I get older and I'm old and super old, when the dick stop flowing freely, then maybe I might shake my purse later on. But right now, I haven't gotten to the point where when I go outside, niggas don't try to holler at me. When that stops, then I might think about shaking my purse. But right now, I'm getting chased like I normally get chased. So no. All right. Let me scroll up because I missed some stuff. Um, I don't know why these men don't just become escorts, especially if they fine. Because fish don't be tricking like that. I'm not saying that they don't at all, but fish don't be tricking like that. And escorting for men, when it's lucrative, they have to open up to men. That's just what it is. Escort just for escort purposes, unless they got to connect with celebrities like that, it's very rare that is a lucrative business just if they're just into women. Now, if they open it up to men, yes, they can make some money. That's why they be out here gay baiting. Once they catch the moment for life, they start dating the girls. But that's how you learn your lessons. Yep. The ones I can't stand the most is the one that smell like loud regularly. Oh, the weed smokers. Yeah, I don't do drugs. Put your bag in the dishwasher. Yep. I'm not trans, but I'm a butch queen. But I have had trade try and steal from me. That stuff really irks me. Especially if they come in your house and it look like you got something. Imagine them coming from the hood and this butch queen or this trans girl got all this luxury stuff in their house, or they just look fabulous in here. They could be they'll come bring their trade homeboys to your house to try to rob you, clear out your house. That's why when Trey come over my house, I cut all the lights off. I have the TV going, so that's the light, or like a candle or something. And I put a blanket over my couch on the couch. We do not have in my bedroom. They don't walk through my house at all. You come through the door, sit down. We have there. You don't get to walk and see anything. Have a seat. I hate when you do something for someone that you would do for anybody and they think they got you. The most I did was pay my trade phone bill because I needed him to scam for me. I know that's right. I remember when I was an escort. How many more do I got before I get off this subject? All right. All right, we got one more. So I got number 10 before I get to talking. All right, so we had the secure man, the chaser, the stumbler, the dog collector, the opportunist, the captive, the window shopper, the subby hubby, the economist, and last but not least, the settler. What do y'all think the settler is? I can't sit on your couch, Diamond. No, you can't sit on my couch. You can sit on my couch, but I covered it up. If you worried about it, If you worried about it after that, then child, no. But yes, I'll throw a blanket over my couch and we have on the couch, baby. That's the tea. What y'all think a settler is? Some girls turn dates with their boyfriend. Usually a subby hubby. Can't wear no hoodie in my place. Yes, you can't wear no hoodie. If I look at through my ring camera, and you got hoodies on and glasses, baby, take all that shit off, baby. I feel like you're trying to rob me, and you will stay outside. If I look through my ring camera and you give a hoodie and shit, bitch, get out of here. No, thank you. No backpacks either. Nope, 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 nope. Is settler someone who wants fish but can't get it, so they get a doll? I think a settler is that. So a settler is somebody. They are akin to an economist. Economist is not going to be with you long term. Economists are temporary. Economists are people who need a place to stay, and um when they get an opportunity to move out, a better job, a better piece of fish that they can move in with, a better trans woman that they can move in with, whoever has more, they're going to move on to. An economist is temporary. A settler is an economist, usually an economist that has turned into a settler, somebody that is turned into long term. So think about niggas who ugly and out of prison, who can't get no sister. They might be addicts. They might have like issues with addiction history. So they connect with a trans woman who also been to prison, is an addict, and so boom, they living together. Because for long term, they might get married. They have some type of shared history that makes them not so prestigious. Sometimes the chasers turned into this. It just depends. Sometimes this is no shade, not trying to be, it's not about stigma, it's just about the truth of the world, bitch. Sometimes they both HIV positive, and they have, because that limits your opportunity, it doesn't mean that, you know, it that they're bad people, or that they can't find somebody sickening. But sometimes when the stigma of HIV limits your opportunity to who you can actually pull, and so they meet a trans woman who got something going on for herself, they fall in love, and boom, they settle for her because she got something going on that these other cis women don't have going on. And we both positive, we both taking our meds, and we both doing our thing. I've seen that many, many times. Especially fresh out of prison, HIV positive. Like a 4 and below, like when it comes to their attractive level, like a 4 and below, like if they got fucked up teeth, messed up eyes, something going on with them that's wrong with them, and that takes them out of the range of getting somebody high end, cisgendered or trans, they will settle for usually another trans woman that's not on nobody, usually a brick. Usually somebody on their level, a trans woman that's like a 4-3-2-1. Usually a settler is like that. A settler also can be fine as fuck too, but they got mental issues. Like a settler that got a learning disability, a fine as fuck nigga that got a learning disability, like a severe one, Like they may be a functional retarded ass nigga. I know that's problematic to say nowadays, but that's what just came out of my mouth. So it is what it is. It's like, have you met a trans woman and you talk to her husband and that nigga kind of retarded? Like, oh, I see why they together. He kind of retarded. He kind of slow. He kind of slow. Okay, I see what's going on. That you meet him and you like, damn, how she pull him? He fine as hell. And then you talk to him. Oh, I see. He kind of tick tick boom, dumb. Very Charles and Netta. Exactly that. Actually, not just very. Exactly that. It's like, oh, he cute. He could be with anybody he want to be. Oh no, he can't. He's slow. She helped him fill out his resume. She helped him. She fill out his application for his job. He has his money direct deposited in her account. Yeah, I see. I see why this is working. I see exactly why this is working. Shamar keep a fine ass nigga. Huh. Come on. This is y'all know I'm telling the truth. Don't act like y'all ain't seen this. I've seen this multiple times. Multiple times. This is just how the world works. This is how the world works. This is the truth of the world. There are equivalents to this in the cisgender world too. I know y'all seen that chick with the two front teeth out of her mouth, and she got these are cisgender people. All the cisgender people. I think she's from New Orleans, and her man fine as hell. And she was like, y'all can talk all y'all want about my man. He ain't leaving me. We've been together for 15 years. He ain't. What is her name? I wish I knew her name, but I know y'all probably. She has went viral a couple of times. Yeah, I know y'all done seen it. All this is gone. All of this is gone. Like these 4 front teeth is gone in her mouth. And her man fine as hell. But when he get to talking, you can tell, oh, he's slow. She the brains of the operation. He be laughing at her, not with her. I don't know. I think he be laughing with her. Slow with a big dick. Amen. Wait, with the silver teeth lady. I don't know. Is it silver? I don't know. I know these teeth right here is gone. These 4 teeth is gone. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. They are the settlers. They are the men who life has led them to being in love. And I do be thinking that it's be love sometimes too. It don't just be. That's the difference between an economist and a settler. A settler has actually invested in the long-term lasting potential of this relationship. Whereas the economist is going to move on as soon as he get a better opportunity. He has her name tattooed on him in 10 places. Yes. Yes. I can't remember her name. Her name is Auntie. Maybe. But they like a hood little relationship. He do. He like she dark skin and he light skin, well, like caramel skin, and he got body and tattoos all over him, and he just be kissing her and loving her. Yes, I can see him. But when you hear him talk, you can kind of tell he's slow. A settler appreciates how they're being taken care of versus the other one who feels entitled. Yes, they have settled for the best thing that they can get. Somebody that is willing to love on them. He's there to get famous like the motherfuckers be getting with Shamar. That's an economist. I mean, and opportunist too sometimes. But economists, I'm not talking about this. Settlers they are invested in the long term. They're not moving on. They do love you. I want y'all to clock the difference between these two. Economist, he's there. Make sure y'all thumbs up if y'all like the content. If y'all like the show today. Economist, he's gonna be trying to get famous. He's going to be trying to get your money. And he's going to move on when they get the opportunity. When they get somebody who got more money than you, they're going to move on. When they get a better job where they can get their own shit, they're going to move on. A settler, they don't have all those type of opportunities because they slow, they're not as attractive, they are they just don't have the opportunity to move on. And so they settle for who is taking care of them and actually fall in love with who is taking care of them. They're proud to be in it. It's an economist and a secure man, but the economist has graduated to a settler. They become secure because of what y'all do for each other. Which category is Benzino? I don't really. Benzino sounds like a opportunist or a stumbler, maybe. Maybe by now he might be a doll collector. Of course, chaser. Yes. All right, so y'all clear about what a settler is. A settler is somebody who usually not attractive, usually not mentally going all the way to the top floor, usually has some type of social impediment, whether it be like a mental impediment, looks wise, or just something like they felons, they can't really get a job, they on the sex offender list because they had a fucking a statutory rape situation maybe when they was a teen, so they on the sex offender list, so it has shamed them out of opportunities. I've seen multiple situations where a settler will get with one of the girls after life has served them lemons, and their lemonade is this trans woman that they don't fell in love with. And she's willing to deal with all that comes with him because she likes being a token. She don't want to be lonely. She might not have the options, the many options. Of course, everybody has options. This is why it's about the conversation we had this week on the show. All these men that I'm talking about, the settler, the economist, the sub hubby, let's take the ones out that are not long-term relationships. So let's talk about sub hubby, the settler. Who else could be? Any of the other ones can be long-term. So the secure man, the settler, and the sub hubby. This is when trans women during this Laverne conversation were talking about giving Laverne the excuse. But I imagine most of the girls don't want settlers. No. They do. The ones who will settle with them, they do want them. It's a girl who does not want a settler is a girl who has a lot of options. Like a girl who has a lot of options coming her way, she not gonna settle with a settler because he ain't got shit going on for himself. He ugly, he not attractive. You know what I'm saying? She not gonna deal with him. But a girl who doesn't have those options will want to be with a settler and love him down. They are. It actually works. They like Annetta and Charles. We just mentioned Annetta and Charles. Exactly that. They actually work. So I keep hearing people talk about the lack of options. Trans women, black trans women don't get nobody is checking for them, and they're making it seem like black trans women have such limited options that is why Laverne went to the white, blonde hair, blue eye mega cop. And it was pissing me off, me and my homegirls, because you could deal with a settler. There's so many options that you can get to before you get to white mega cop that you can't tell me that a rich, attractive woman like Laverne couldn't settle, because we're talking about settling. Like if she settled, because you're making it seem like she had no options, so she had to settle for the white blue eye mega cop. She lives in a Manhattan condo that she done refurbished with multi-million dollars that looks sickening. Do you know how many settlers, fine ass settlers that she could deal with? Do you know how many subby hubbies that she could deal with? Do you know how many economists that will turn into a settler because ain't nobody providing them the life that Laverne could provide them? She gets to travel the world. She gets to be on TV. There's so many opportunities that will come to her. Eccentric tech bros, absolutely. There's so many anime nerds, Asian, Latinx, Latino, there's so many options that you get before you go to MAGA, blue-eyed, blonde hair cop. That is a choice you are making. It's not because of your lack of options. That is a choice that you are making. Period. You want to be with that. That's not because of lack of options. So yes. So that's my 10 archetypes of trans attracted men. The secure man, the chaser, the stumbler, the dog collector, or the brick collector. But the dog collector, the opportunity, because we're all the dolls. The opportunist, the captive, the window shopper, the subby hubby, the economist, and the settler. And these are trans inclusive because I know some trans men that are settlers and I know some trans men that are economists. And subby hubby want to be digged down and submissive and feel like fish. So this is trans inclusive, baby. These are men that are trans inclusive. They can find all of this. Dog collectors, baby. I know some trans men that are dog collectors. I know some trans men that are opportunists, baby. Any dick will do. I don't think I know any trans men that are captive. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they exist or don't exist, but I've never met a captive trans man. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know of them. Definitely know a dog collector. Definitely know a stumbler. Definitely know stumbler. Yeah, I definitely know a chaser. All these are I know all of these are trans masculine inclusive except for captive. I'm pretty sure they exist, but I've never met one. So I have to be honest about that. I've never met a captive trans attractive trans man. Yeah, I've never not that I know of. All right. So yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. Shout out to Kara Chang. She gave me the inspiration for this topic. And yes, so now I can talk about whatever I want to talk about freely. Make sure y'all thumbs up if y'all are watching. It is 54 people in here and only 35 of y'all have thumbs up. Or what you not thumbsing up for, hoes? How about that? All right, so what y'all want to talk about? And it wasn't that he was out and proud. He was a piece of trade like the rest, and he had a police officer salary. So it really wasn't hard to find the equivalent that wasn't MAGA. Amen. The white thing didn't shock me with Laverne, of course not. It's like Bob the drag queen saying that, "Ooh, I have a white trait." Of course you do, duh. Because her boyfriend had been white in the past, but the mega cop of it all took me out. Yes. Yeah, it's not really about him being white. I don't really care about that. It was really the MAGA thing is the thing for me. Because I could see myself dating somebody white. I don't want to. It's not a preference. I'm more than likely not going to because you have to. Do you know how perfect pitch you have to be for me to fall for you if you white? You have to be perfect pitch. You have to look like my type. You have to You just have to be perfect. So it's going to be really, really rare for me to find a white person that I could be with in a relationship. Um, and I don't even, and I'm not even attracted to like the Paul Wall type of whites. I don't even want you to be like that kind of wigger kind of white. I don't like that. That feels too cosplay to me. Um, yeah. I know I only have a small vote, but I love when you talk show books and movies. When you talk show books and movies. Oh, when I do like reviews, yeah, I do that when I watch something that's good. If it sucks, I don't be liking. Or if it just don't seem like it'll be a long enough conversation. Sometimes I just don't be feeling like it's a good conversation if it's good. And I'm currently not watching anything that I feel is. I'm watching good stuff. Like I love Gilded Age. I'm loving Just Like That, even though they're saying that it's not gonna go another season. Um, did anybody finish Squid Games? I did not. I got into it, but I think I got a couple of ones here, couple of more episodes. That season two, I couldn't get into season two. I was like, oh child, da da da. So I just started watching season two and got past season two, and now I've gotten halfway through season three. Yeah, it wasn't like the first one. Hmm. I'm not caught up on Gilded Age. Gilded Age is giving me my life. Have you seen Hunter Wives on Netflix? No. I like Paul Walker White. Yes, I do like Paul Walker White. Except Alive. Um, I read Stoned after you talked about it in an old video, and I loved it. Wasn't Stone good? That's one of my favorite books. I love Stone. Um, I love Gilded Age. I love Gilded Age. It's my thing. I just saw the girl do an interesting take on Bertha marrying off her daughter for security. That was really, really common. I think if we watch, there's a book called The Way We Never Were by Stephanie Coons. I did a couple of videos of her chapters. Remember I used to do not used to, I still do when I feel it. But remember I did the where I was going through book chapters with y'all. The problem I'm having with the book chapters is they didn't clock the T. So when you play the book chapters, they flag you as copyright. And I'm like, oh gosh, damn. So want the girls, but I be putting links to they shit, so I don't know why they tripping. Why y'all tripping? So yeah, anyway, Stephanie Coops talks about how common listen, for the most of the time, marriage was about strengthening families, family connections. Um, People always loved when gay marriage was not a thing and they were trying to make it a thing. It was they all we're protecting the sanctity of marriage. They didn't give marriage was not some moral institution. It was not. It was about strengthening families. Um it was about business. I'm selling my daughter off to somebody who can connect me with money. Or they want or somebody who wants to be connected with my money to build up their status. So what happened with Gladys is really, really common. Most motherfuckers was not marrying for love. They was marrying for status. That's what it was. So yeah, really, really common. And in Stephanie's book, she talks about how love in the 50s for most of the pop culture in America went from the private sector to the public sector. So if you remember, and she explains it brilliantly because if you remember, most, like, similar to how if y'all watch Bridgerton, you gotta come to the house because it wasn't a woman couldn't be out in the public just out at a club dating. You ain't at no club. You go to events that your parents take you to, that you know what I'm saying? You just being out by yourself and running into niggas, that wasn't happening for people of status. Um, that just wasn't it. And so, and if it did, you were in a public setting where they saw you, then they come to your house and ask your father and mother if they can suit you, become a suitor, if they can court you. That's what courting is about. That's why it's called courting, because you work in the court and not the judicial court, but the actual court of the people. So, it used to be something that it was in the private sector. It would the deals about marriage and the dowries and who would get what and the properties and who she gonna live with, where she gonna live. All that shit was negotiated in the private sector. But what started to happen in the early 1900s, that shifted. And it really got popular in the 40s and 50s when you would come out the house, the man would come out the house and take her on a date. That wasn't happening before that time. You come and pick up a girl from the house and take her on a date, take her by herself without her father and mother, and y'all go out on Lover's Lane and kiss and make out and do all these things. You see what I'm saying? That took it to the public. Y'all go to the public dance. It took it out of the private sector, and now the power of the girl get to say, is this the dude that I want to be with? Instead of it being more about love and not more about social connection. That doesn't mean those social connections don't influence something, but that the power shifted to where the girl gets to choose based on love. Have you ever seen the movie Dangerous Girl? So good. Yes, we talked about it on our episode of Chasing Threads last week. I just saw a girl do an interesting. Oh, that's weird. I read that. Who else? So yeah, if y'all haven't read that book, The Way We Never Were by Stephanie Kuntz. She also have the book before that called Marriage, a history of marriage. How do you feel about dating coach Anwar? I feel like he's a scam, a smart marketing scam, like most dating coaches. I've been told that pre-colonial Yoruba land, there were 17 different type of marriages. Absolutely. Women married women, boys married boys, all tons of there's so many different types. So many different types. Also, there are certain cultures in Africa that the most important, your matriarchal line was the most important. It wasn't your father. Patriarchy switched that. When culture started focus on the patriarch, that switched. But there were certain cultures that was the matriarchal line, and men, the family take care of the children. It's not about who your biological father is. Everybody in the community take care of all the children. It wasn't who the father takes care of his kids. The this father takes care of the kids that he birthed. No, it's you making babies, you take care of all of them. Everybody take care of the kids because it doesn't matter their biology. And that now we're not romanticizing Africa. There are tons of cultures in Africa. Africa is a continent of multiple tribes, multiple people, multiple states. And so, but we're just sharing that there are nuances in the tribes that were gender affirming and they were matriarchal. It wasn't always as we know it to be today. I'm reading Becoming Human now, and they briefly mentioned the matriarchal household. Europeans saw that, among other things, as evidence of an inferior culture. Yes, of course they did. Of course they did. Which is ironic for them to have a queen for as long as they did. Within their economic growth time. Ooh. These lashes are getting itchy. These are my favorite glasses. I love these glasses. These are Christian Dior's. And I went to Minneapolis a couple of years ago and I had bought these. These are from, I don't know when they came out. I don't know when they came out, but I had lost them because they made these, but this color is a very unique color that they didn't make a lot of. I have some darker ones too. Is it? Yes, these are it. Why are they close? So these are the darker ones. Same exact one, but they're dark. So they made a lot of these. So these I can when I look for them online, I can find these. But this color, same exact thing, but this color is unique. Like these are limited. And so I lost this pair in a fucking Uber. And I was over it because this is like, you know how you have a favorite thing? And these are my favorite glasses. And I love them. And because I like glasses that are round, I like square ones too, but my favorite are round. And I like glasses that are tinted but light enough for you to wear at night and not be obnoxious. Like this, wearing these at night would be, girl, why you got them glasses on? But these, they're light enough to wear. It's like, it's still cute if you like in the inside or it's nighttime. Or it's daylight. Oh, no, nighttime. And you just got the glasses on. They don't feel pretentious. Like, girl, why you trying to be incognito with these glasses? Because you can kind of still see somebody's face in it. The same thing with these chrome heart ones, where I can still see your eyes. We can still see. So so I lost these and I was so over it because they were like perfect. And I asked the man, did he have my fucking glasses? And he said he didn't find them in the fucking car. Bitch, you know you found my fucking glasses in the car. But I scoured the internet to find them. And a month later, I find a pair. Probably was a nigga put them on the market, maybe. But I found another pair of the rare color, and I ordered them super fast. They was expensive, but because they knew that they was rare, and I rebought them. But these are my favorite glasses. Now I don't wear them as often because I be fucking paranoid to lose them because I love them. I'd be so scared to lose them. As long as you got a lot of privilege, you can buy a gay as you want to be as gay as you want to in Africa. I've only been to Africa. I haven't been to West Africa. I've been to Egypt, of course. So I haven't been to West Africa. So I don't know what's going on in Nigeria. I don't know what's going on in those kind of places. So I don't really know what the truth is. I only know what I hear from from Nigerians and people. And it seems very much like how people talk about Jamaica. Like they be making it seem like Jamaica is like the most homophobic, dangerous place for people. But then I know tons of undercover Jamaicans or open gay Jamaicans that live in Jamaica. So they're living somehow. Something is going on where they can be open. So clearly the culture ain't that fucking restrictive. But it makes me think of like Texas. When people think about Texas, when outsiders think about Texas, they'd be like, "Oh my God, you live in Texas." And I'm like, "Yeah." It's not as bad as there's perks to living in Texas that are not lit like other places. And it just depends on what you value. I value because I value cheap ass rent. I like Texas better than like a California. I don't I guess if I was early in my transition and I needed surgeries, I would want to be in California because you can get all your shit free. Or sponsored by the state, California or New York. But I I got all my stuff that I need in regards to physical transition. So I don't need I'd much rather have cheaper rent than fucking they be paying $2,000, $3,000 rent in fucking California. I'd be like, child, y'all crazy. Oh no. Mm-mm. I believe it might have been bad in the 90s from the way the music was. No, because I'd be knowing people from the living in Jamaica in that era. I'm not saying bad things didn't happen. I just know people from that era that live there. I think you might just have to move differently. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think it's over exaggerated. It's kind of like when they be saying Jamaicans don't eat coochie. I know girls who fuck with Jamaicans that get their coochie ate. And I definitely done messed with a Jamaican that sucks some peen. So yeah, it might be some of them enough to make it like this stereotype, but child, yeah, right. And then when I go, I've been to Jamaica twice, and when I go, I be seeing tons of gay people, and I always go out in like the people area. I ain't never seen no drag queen running around. So I think you can't be as flamboyant as you might. I don't think you can be as flamboyant as you might can be like in Cali or New York, but they be out here. Okay, so that definitely was taboo for them back in the day, and some of them were bitter today about oil becoming more popular. Yeah, I think it's a maturity thing. I be thinking kind of like dudes that lie about jacking off. It's like, yeah, when you was young, you lied about jacking off. But then as you get older, it's like, nigga, you jack off. Fuck out of here. That's how I feel about it. It's like, okay, okay, sweetie. I live in Houston and people don't seem to harass the girls where I live. Yeah. I don't really be. Yeah, I don't really be getting. It depends on the circumstance. It depends on the circumstance. It's very rare that I see the girls getting harassed, but I've seen it, but it's not like it's more frequent. I've seen it in other places in the same way. So, for example, like if I'm at the mall and you see a visibly trans person, you might see them walking past and somebody say something, or some teenagers is making fun of them or doing something like that. They gag. You know how they get to laughing. Oh, that's a man. Da, 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 da. Oh, hell no. Da, 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 da. I'll see that sometimes, but not like all the time that I'm like, oh my God, this happens all the time. Or I remember when I first came to Houston, there was like this neighborhood. It's called the East End. It's like downtown, but on like the south side of downtown. Um, we had a club called 2020s, but on this little strip, I don't know what strip is that. Leland? No, it's not Leland. Emmanuel. I think the street is called Emmanuel. Anyway, it's this strip. So it's like on this side of Emmanuel, it's like Grooves, which is a straight club. Then right here is like 2020. And if you go further down, it's like it was another club. And I think it was called Pulse before like the shooting Pulse happened. It was called Pulse something. Anyway, it was a bunch of varying type of clubs on this one strip, and it was gay and the straights. And sometimes the straights will drive past and be harassing the girls as they drive past. I remember a moment like that. I remember a moment where some of the girls was at the gas station one time and they were harassing the girls there. Just little random incidents, but it's just not something that's just constant here that I see. Is Groove in Third Ward? I don't really know the I don't really know the sections of the city like that. I know a generalized idea of where Third Ward, Fifth Ward. I know a generalized. I don't know exactly how far Third Ward goes up, down, left, right. I don't really know. But I consider where Grooves is at to be downtown because it's right by downtown. But I don't know if like a native Houstonian would consider that third ward. I don't know, but it could be. Groove's been around a long time. It's near Memphis. Oh, I don't know. Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, I'm talking about Grooves, the club. We talked about in Houston. I don't think we're talking about anywhere. Oh, you said I'm near Memphis, Tennessee. I didn't read that right. Okay, you're near Memphis, Tennessee. I think I've seen it right off the highway many times. Yes, it's right off the highway. It's right downtown, right off the highway. It's a straight club. I love Grooves. I've been to Grooves multiple times. I've never had any issues at Grooves. I love it. But I have never been without my trade. I haven't anytime I go to Grooves, it's me and Denethan. I've never went to Grooves and I've been by myself. So I rarely, when I'm with Denethan, I rarely have any kind of issues ever. Just because Denethan's like 6'5", and Denethan treats me like a queen. Like when he around me, your typical Southern nigga, like he gonna have his arm around your waist. He gonna lead you through the crowd, holding your hand. He gonna buy you drinks. Denethan is like a um a Southern gentleman. So eh, how he treats me, I know how I look can be a big part of it too, but also how he treats me helps me not get clocked too. Like it's a combination of, yeah, I'm passable enough, but most dudes ain't treating girls like this, even regular cisgender girls. Um, when I'm in the club, he just treats me like I'm his queen, like we married. If you seen like a married couple, walk Southern married couple, that's how he treat me. And so when we at straight places, it don't ever be no problem. Like it because it looks like we're a married couple the way he treats me. So I don't ever have no issues at Grooves because I only been to Grooves with him. So we ain't never it just ain't never been no tea. There's like literally no chance for no clocks. Cause honey, he is on me like a fucking blanket. So I never really had any issues at Grooves. I'm trying to think of what else down there. And in Houston, we be going in and out of clubs, be going in and out of one to go down, one to pop up. It just it's Grooves is one of the only ones that's like been around for some years. hmm Where else? What other spots? But I do want to go to Lagos. I wanted to go to Lagos, Nigeria one time because the parties be looking like they be fire out there. But everybody say you go out there with somebody who you know who is Nigerian that you trust and can fuck with. I haven't been to a club in about 15 years. I went to a club for Sunday. I love going out with my butch queens. I remember thinking what was grooves as a little kid when we were going to Galveston or Clear Lake. Um, yeah, I love going to the club with my butch queen friends. They too treat me like a queen, so I be bopping around looking sickly and get my life. I didn't know what a nightclub was. Sorry, I worded that weird. Yeah. I've been going to clubs since the first time I snuck in a club, I was 13. Um, I never been to South Beach. Hello, Tori. I never been to South Beach. I've been over in that area. I've been to Play, JR's, Blur, Barcode. I've been to every club over there except for South Beach. South Beach just doesn't sound like my type of spot. Yeah, I've been to every club. 2.0s, Crocker. I really like fucking with Crocker. Crocker is fun. I like the DJ at Crocker, so I get my life at Crocker. Um, I'll tip through JR sometimes if they're doing some fun karaoke. What else? But yeah, I like Crockers. Play sometimes. Sometimes I fuck with Play, but Play be charging, and I don't like. Most of the clubs over there they don't charge, but Play be charging. How's the weight journey going? I feel good. What about it? Like, I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I like the size that I'm in now, but I have really it's more of an exercise journey now. Now I'm trying to hit certain goals in my exercise journey. So I lifted my leg press max weight right now is 310. And when I started, I was like at like one something, 150, one something. So now I'm at 310. So I can leg press 310. So now it's just about me hitting my fitness goals, like my weight training goals. Yeah. So I'm trying to hit I want my I want to leg press 3 to 400. I think 350, not 3. 350. You have yes, I have plateaued. I plateaued at 260. So I've stayed the same. I haven't really raised up or went down. So I have once after the surgery, I've stayed the same for some months now. I haven't went down. Mm. So that's almost 80 pounds. So now it's just more about my fitness stuff. So I've been going to the gym 2 to 4 times a week. On a good week is 3. On a bad week is 2. On a great week is 4. So I try to hit my leg day 2 times a week and my upper body day 2 times a week. Um, so yeah. So I've been hitting so yeah, my goal is to lift more legs. I want to hit 350 between 350 and 400. Once I get to 350, 350 has been my goal for a while. So once I get to 350, I'll be good. So I want to get my legs stronger and thicker. Cause when I be seeing them fitness niggas, I be loving how they legs look. And I wish that I would love to have my legs look like that with a feminine upper body. I love like strong, thick, muscly legs, even on cisgender girls. So I want to look like I want my quadriceps my quadriceps to do my thighs. I want my quadriceps and my thighs to be muscles. I hope you're getting paid for all these ads. Yes, if you watch them and you click them, you don't have to buy nothing, but if you watch them and click them, it's amazing. We get paid per click. I feel like the session was some baby-ish. I get better defense training at work, but the people did say they were easing us into it at first. What are y'all talking about? I just want to be in fighting shape. I did one self-defense class at dojo and I want to get in shape. I wouldn't mind seeing you do a show when you're about 50. I'm 44 now. What's going to be the difference between now and 50? No, I don't want to get. I still want to be soft and thick. I still want to be jiggly and juicy. I like that. I just want a smaller midsection. I don't want to. I don't want to be muscle and hard. I'm never gonna be in a. I never will be in a situation like that. I'm too dysphoric about shit like that. No, I don't want to look hard, and I don't mind my legs looking thick and strong, but even them have to have a certain softness to them. I don't like. It can't be. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll never be that. But I do, yeah. I think I know what you mean about fighting New York, about fighting fit, because I do. I love doing like some of the cardio on the like punching bag, and I also do them on. There's a machine called free motion where you do your chest, where you hold the things, and you can kind of do either like chest press like this, or chest press on the bottom, where I like the feeling of my chest being strong, and I want to be able to hit powerfully. Which is why I do like my core. Your power come from all these muscles being strong and fit, like up top. And so I want to be able to hit harder. I want more power in my head. I don't want to look hard, but I want when I hit your ass, I want you to feel it. So I've been doing these one of the coaches was like, when I was telling them, they were like, "Oh, you need to get on this machine." And there's a machine where it's free form. It's not like really, it's not like a like machine that's like stationary where you can it's stationary. Well, I don't know what the word is, how to describe it. This one, it has wires, so you can kind of lift the weights in any kind of weight. It's like a free motion. That's what it's called. So you can go like this, you can go like this, you can go like this, you can do one, do, but it's like kind of like a bench press, but your arms can go whatever way. And I love it because you can kind of do like this and make your whole body kind of strong. Like you can stand up, you can sit down, and you can put as much weight that you want on it, and it kind of makes like all of this and your abs and your arms and your chest and everything just kind of stronger because you doing this kind of motion. So it's like boom, 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 and you can feel yourself getting stronger, like your whole shit be sore, which I love because I want to be able to knock niggas out. Boom, boom, boom. I want to be a little stronger in that, where I'm wham, boom, 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 boom. I don't need to be Mike Tyson strong, but I want a motherfucker when I hit him to feel it. Feel that, oh, this bitch work out. Right. Boom, 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 boom. I can't wait till I want to not lose weight. I want to get more muscle mass. So it's going to look different, but I do want to take one of them boxing little courses. Get like a boxing trainer so he can show you your stance and just how to really do your thing, hit harder, more powerfully, and more controlled. I do want that. I have took a boxing class when I was younger. And I felt like it just gave me more, I had more control when I was younger. And now I want to get that control back because, you know what I'm saying? I want to be stronger just in case I had to knock motherfuckers. Boom, boom, boom during the apocalypse. Boom, boom, boom. When I was younger, I had too much dysphoria to be able to deal with being with physical strength. I associated it with masculinity. Now I'm more mature in my transition and mature in my mind. So I'm not really as controlled by gender dysphoria as I was when I was younger. So now me being stronger and it doesn't trigger me feeling negative about myself. Like me being stronger would just me being right now would just me being stronger. Boom! I want to knock niggas out. I want to feel powerful, more powerful than I am. You want to tone up? Yes. I don't mind being the size if it's solid. I want to be more solid. Yeah. But what has happened is that as I'm gaining muscle mass, my waist is getting smaller. So my weight numbers are not going down, but my body is shifting in how it looks because my waist is getting smaller. If y'all can see, it's getting small. But because I'm top heavy and I don't really show my lower body that much, I just look like it look the same. Usually in videos, I be looking the same. I really have to stand up for people to see how my body looks, how it's changing, because it is changing. So, yeah, I just want to be stronger and wham, wham, wham. I be wanting to surprise motherfuckers soon as I bop them. Boom. I ain't got, and I'm talking about fighting, and I ain't got no fight in years and decades. But when I do, I want you to know, wow, you getting all the frustration of my ancestors of the past, of how I want to bash MAGA, how I want to bash these niggas. You getting all the frustration that I have built up in these fists. Boom, boom, boom. I just want to wear somebody out where they gag. They like this strong ass bitch. This She-Hulk, yes. I want you to get into all of that, baby. Get into all of that, baby. Working out my chest, keep my titties up. What it's doing for me, y'all can't see it now because my titties is in this bra, but I'm seeing my chest muscles poke out right here. When I don't have a bra on, I can see my chest muscles grow up, and I didn't used to be able to see that at all. But yeah, I've been focusing on massing out the large muscle groups like your legs, your ass, your chest. Um, the issue I have, I don't like this muscle right here. Do y'all see? See if I can turn that muscle that wraps around the fucking arm. That right there, I hate that muscle. I don't like that one. But it's hard to do any kind of like compound upper body exercises without working your fucking arms. So that's what I'm more nervous about. Just I don't want my arms to look like fucking. They good now. They soft. They good now. But as I lose weight, it starts to look more tone, and it gets kind of clocky. It's not there yet, but I feel like if I lose more weight, I remember I saw a picture of myself. One of my homeboys from high school sent me a picture of myself, and baby, I was joking earlier, but baby, I was looking bricky down. I had titties, but I was looking hard. My fucking arm looked like. Yes, he sent me a picture, and it was giving yuck. Oh, it's my boo's birthday. That's what I sent him. I said he's my homeboy, man. He's like he's a white boy that went to my high school. We used to be in drama club together, but he was one of like the white boys that like black girls. He's married to a black girl now. They mixed little babies. But he hit me up and sent me that picture. He was like, "I hope you're doing good." I said, "I'm doing good. Thanks, Matt." I was like, "And burn that picture." Baby, go ahead, burn that picture, baby. Don't send that to nobody else, including me. Mm. I've been trying to lose these Angela Bassett arms forever. Yes, child. I was like, ooh, I need these to go on down. What's funny is I just saw a video of Tabitha Brown celebrating getting that line in her arm. Yeah, because she's a cis woman. She wants that. You have excellent elasticity. My skin is so droopy from repeatedly losing and gaining weight. Well, that's what I prayed for. I prayed when I first did the surgery. I said, please, I don't want no saggy skin. Please let me just get enough weight to be down. I don't want to be skinny. My homegirl got the surgery, and baby, she looks like, ooh, she looked like a Sharpay, honey, in the face. She looks Sharpay in the body, baby. It is giving wrinkly and flabby and rolly and skin, and it's like, oh God, no. I know in clothes it look good, but out of clothes, baby, it's giving no. So no, thank you. I don't want that. So I prayed that didn't happen, and yeah, I don't really got no saggy skin. It's cool. I'm good. Now, what is a Shar Pei? A Shar Pei is a type of dog. The type of dog that got wrinkles. A Shar Pei breed of dog.
According to Purina, the Shar Pei, also known as the Chinese fighting dog, is thought to be descended from the Han dog, a ancient guarding breed that lived in China around 2000.
You see them rolls? All of that. That's a Shar Pei. They're a beautiful dog, but I don't want my skin to look like that. So I pray that I want to just lose. Give me, and plus I'm also somebody who did not want to go under. I didn't want to not be plus size anymore. That's how uh you gender euphoria works. I want I like the thickness. That's feminine to me. So being slim and skinny and where it that would have I would have went and crashed into a depression. I would have felt like I don't think I ever would have got that skinny, but I didn't want to go. Actually, I didn't want to go under 30 pounds. I wanted to be the size I was. My favorite size where I felt like I was a bad bitch. I think I was like 33. When did Love on Top come out? Let me see what time Love on Top came out. When did Beyonce release Love on Top? 2011. So I was 30. No, I wanted to be a little bit more thicker than I was in my 30s. So yeah, 2013, 13, 2013, 14. What Beyonce album came out in 2013? Yes, that's the era. So when Beyonce released that surprise album that didn't nobody know was coming, the Beyonce album, self-titled, yes. That album is when I felt my most sickening. Because me and Beyonce the same age, I know certain times of my life based on her albums. So physically, I felt the most beautiful in my and desirable in my shape, 2013. Well, Tia, what they say is you gain over amount of 10 years. You was dancing to it. No, that was 2011, 2010, 2011. Yeah, 2011. No, I was too skinny. I like that I look good, but I wasn't the size that I wanted to be. I was too slim when I was dancing to um Love on Top. I liked my body, but I was too slim. I wanted to be a stallion, baby. And I was tall. So on me, because I'm 5'11", when I have on heels, I look like if when I'm skinny, I look like model less skinny. And I don't like that body type. My favorite body type, I want to look like Ronnie from Players Club. um, I need that. Whatever Ronnie was giving, opposed to Lisa Ray, what Ronnie was giving is what I wanted to give. I need to be thick, stallion, tall. I want to give what um I want to give what um Meg the Stallion gave when she first kind of came out. Not this new body that she give now. Now that she's starting to hit, that she's hit the gym. Now she done lost weight and looking. She still look good, but I like when she first came out when they was like, "That's a big bitch. She tall and thick." That I like that. You lose the weight too rapidly to have time to tone up. I think it's genetics too. I think that's elasticity is genetics. I don't think you can kind of control it, whether you tone up or not. I think if you got too big where your skin is fucking big and you lose weight fast, it's gonna, if you don't have the elasticity, it ain't gonna do it. It's just gonna be saggy skin. I don't think it has anything to do with toning up helps because it makes it bigger and fill it out some, but the skin, I know dudes who, especially like dudes who lost weight like that, there you can see their abs, but then they still have that saggy skin just because they lost the weight too fast and didn't have the elasticity to catch up. And I think that's just genetics. I also think if I got super, like if I got to like 200, I don't think my arms would be saggy, but I do think my stomach would be saggy. Yeah, I think my stomach would be saggy, but I think I would have to lose a lot of weight, a lot more weight. Like I feel like I would need to get under 200 pounds for it to look like sag like that. When I get the right raises with my company, I'll be relocating to California and getting searched out. I know that's right. I have VSG with when I was 15 immediately. What is VSG? Immediately after when I lost a bunch of weight, I saw the skin and quickly regained some weight because I couldn't deal. What is VSG? 14 years later, I realized that it's only so much weight I can lose and not sag, and I'm just gonna plan to lose weight and plan procedures. VGS. What is VGS? What does that stand for? Vertical gastric sleeve. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I know what gastric sleeve is, but what's the what's difference about vertical? Damn, you got gastric sleeve when you was 15? That was young. You was still growing. You must have been big, big. That seems like that would be young. Like, it seemed like that would it feel like it would be too young. Not to get it, but it feel like your body is still kind of growing. So how they know if you just didn't gotta grow? Because I remember people will be fat when they're younger, and then as they go through puberty and get taller, kind of, and their hormones regulate, their body gets to normal. Child, I'll be telling this story in my book. I know that's right. Unless you had like weirdo fat phobic parents. Oh, you need to get the sleeve. You're getting too fat. Eat me at a house and home. Get your fat ass outside and work out. To a 12-year-old, to a 15-year-old. Oh, we gotta get you to surgery fast. Oh, well, yeah. Then that's only somebody that young getting the sleeve. I'd be thinking that that's what they be giving. Like their parents are weird and late. Now my titties, since I lost weight, my titties they don't look like it, but they have gone down, which I'm glad. I wish my titties would. That's the only regret that I have about my transition is getting my titties so big. I wish I had gotten. Now, don't get me wrong, I had fun with these jugs, but my favorite kind of body type is heavy on the bottom and light on the top. But when I was younger and the girls was like the older trans girls, because I was tall, they was like, when you tall, you need to have big titties. And so I was listening to them and got my titties too big. I was like, let me go get pumped, girl. But then I wish that I would have got smaller. But now that I'm older, they're just there. Which, I'm going to live with it. But yeah, I have a classic pear shape. I love pear shapes. Flatter, not small titties, but smaller up top and bigger on bottom. Like Miss Thing. Like Alicia Keys. She's strapped on the bottom. It wasn't easy pre-transition growing up wearing husky all day elementary. I don't know what that end part mean. Empress. Would you get them smaller? No, because my titties are beautiful. Y'all don't really get the chance to see them out, but my titties are pretty. Like they are beautiful. Like when I have them like out, they're like no bra on, no nothing. They just sit up so cute. And my nipples are like not too big, not too small. They're just so like they big, but they pretty. And I do not want to ruin them by getting a scar that goes from my nipples and whatever the kind of scar that reduction gives, it will ruin my gorgeous breast. And I don't want to do that. Maybe when I get older or something. Yeah, I don't like the Jill Scott type body. That's what I have now. I have a Jill Scott type body where I'm like where my boobs are just as big as my bottom. Like the way my ass pokes out, the projection that my ass pokes out is the same projection that my tits pokes out. So when I turn to the side, you see both of them poking out. Whereas I wish that it was the opposite, where my cakes is poking out, but my breasts are down. From the front, it looks good, but from the side, it just it's too sexual, man. Like sometimes I want to be model-esque and just have like a svelte look. But like I can't wear like Oxford shirts without them looking too fucking big because my titties are so fucking big. Like I would love to have just to wear a button down shirt and it just look not necessarily small, but just smooth. Yeah. Yeah, I love pear shapes. Pear shapes are gorgeous. You look sickening on your. Was it your birthday? What was you when you had that pink on? Your body looked fire. Um, I think they took you out. For either was it Mother's Day? You had on. Was it pink or red? I can't remember what you had on. Was it pink? I think it was mother. It was either Mother's Day or your birthday. Your body looked sickening in that dress with the little hat. You had the little hat on. It was so cute. Your body looked banging. Tracy Ellis Ross. Yes, I love Tracy Ellis Ross body. Little titties, hippie, cakey. I started progesterone in a few months, and I'm horrified that my tits are going to get huge. I love progesterone. I love it. It makes your skin look love. It makes. I love progesterone. It's my favorite. Big titties run in my family, and while mines aren't small, they ain't huge either. But the Reddit girls are saying progesterone blow them up. Yeah, probably. Cause baby, I love me old nasty progesterone. Yeah, Tim's body is sickening. A little too big for me, but it's sickening. It's nice. But yes. As long as my ass got bigger too, I'm okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get a bigger ass. I wear a size fucking 18. My ass is big enough, child. And I actually don't like BBL allegations. I like it to look normal. I don't like it to look like I don't like it to look like let me show y'all this picture that I went to when I went to Miami. This picture, my cakes look huge. So yeah, I don't need no more cakes. My cakes is good. I just need my stomach to be flat. But that's what I mean by how it projects, this projects, and then this projects. So yeah, I'm cool. I don't need to add nothing. I need to take away, honey. But the problem with taking away your stomach when if you like if I got what's it called, like a tummy tuck, they would suck all of this out and take the skin off, suck all of this out, but then it'll make everything else look huge. I don't like that. Shapewear is my friend. Shapewear is all of our friends. Hmm. Why is it that the silicone bodies look more real than the current BBLs the girls are getting? Um, nah. The silicone bodies don't be looking real. Not. It depends on who you went to, because I know some silicone bodies that look bad, but also silicone look better as you gain weight as you get older. So a lot of times people, when you saw the bodies when we were young, they didn't look right. Like there was some silicone bodies that was like, girl, what is that? You look. I call this. I told y'all this before. I call it. They look like they're sitting in a pumpkin. So it looks like their body is up and down, and then somebody pulled like they put a hole in the pumpkin and pulled the pumpkin up, so it just says. Doot. It looks like they're sitting in a pumpkin, and so I don't like that. But what I have noticed is that as the girls gain weight, the girls who got silicone, as they gain weight, it blended out more. So it looks more natural because they're gaining weight. But when they were skinny, it looked just as bad as the BBLs because it looked hard and didn't jiggle, didn't move. No. Mm-mm. Um, but if you went to Dr. Mulaney, you'll buy all the girls who went to Dr. Mulaney that I know, their body look right and look sickening. Which is why I continue to go to him because it just looked it real. It looked it soft, it looked it real, it jiggled, it moved. It was no I don't have any discoloration. I have my regular cellulite that comes from just being a grown ass woman. Um it's I don't have no issues with my silicone. And here's me in the what you call it. I'm trying to think, show y'all one that's kind of covering them up. But this is me in my about to get a massage at my in Miami, and I'm trying to cover up the boobs, but that's what I'm talking about. They just look right. They just look the way they shape with the way they look, the boobs just hit different. um and I would just hate that scar. Yeah, I just would hate the scar. This is a good picture too. It's very figure eight, which people like, but I just want the top to be smaller. Very figure eight shape, but I want the top to be smaller than the bottom. I want to be paired for sure. But yeah, I want it to be, you know, this is another when I was in Miami right here too. Yeah, if I could just have smaller and play it again. Just a smaller stomach and smaller smaller everything, upper body smaller, I'll be good. It's cool. It looks soft. It looks feminine, and I'm good. But just a little bit down. Like I want to be. I'm a size 18. I want to be a 14. That would be if I could fit in a 14. I'd be good. That would be ideal. Just right over the threshold of plus size. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, once I was supposed to get a tummy tuck in May, but I changed my mind. Yeah, I changed my mind. I went to get the consultation, and first of all, the doctor that I went to, he was pricey. All the shit that I wanted was high as fuck. So I could only I don't be want to go under the knife all that time. So I wanted to do a couple of things all at once. And honey, I could do half of the price. Like I had enough money to do. I had two things that I wanted to do, and I had enough money to do the tummy tuck and the other thing. And so I haven't. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do none of that shit. Um, yeah, I just changed my mind. I was like, let me hit the gym and see what the gym gives. And then if I get to the point where I'm not getting what I need to be, then I'll just do it. I'll just go and do it. Cause I'm always about sprucing up. And I might just save all of that for my 50th birthday. Cause I do want to get to the point. I'm getting like that with my hair too. I'm growing my hair out so I can lock it now. I'm trying to get to my older woman stage where everything is low maintenance. Like it's two things that I'm gonna do. So y'all get prepared. I'm gonna lock my hair. So I'm gonna let my locks grow out. If I like it, because this will be the first time that I ever lock my hair. If I like it and it doesn't trigger anything, and I feel beautiful with the locks, then I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with the locks. If I don't like it, and I'm gonna give it like 5 years, like I'm gonna decide when I hit. A lot of shit is gonna be different when I hit 50. So usually when I look at people's lock journey, when I like it and it's my most favorite is when they hit their 3 to 5 year mark. Like their ugly stage is 1, 2, 3, and then 3 to 5. When I see people with locks, that's when I'm like, ooh, their 3 to 5 year mark is great. Um, it does. When I have my bra on and they sitting up, it does make your stomach look smaller. Um, so I just started growing my hair out, so it's at 44. By the time I hit 49, that'll be 5 years. So if my hair is looking right at 5 years when it comes to locks, because I want my locks to be like long. If it looks good and I feel feminine and I feel like, oh, my locks are beautiful. If I feel that after 5 years, then I'm just gonna keep them and let them grow. Do 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 do. If I don't feel that, then I'm gonna be a blonde bald baddie because I love short blonde hair on older women. So for the rest of my life, I'm gonna have short blonde hair. A blonde little low little cut. And so that's either I want to go into low maintenance as I get older. And so it's either going to be locks or short hair. That's what I'm going into. And so because I'm trying to get into very low maintenance. I don't want to be fucking with wigs. I don't want to be fucking with I just want to go into my low maintenance older woman era. My Margaret era. And then so that's how my hair is going to be. And then when I get to 50, I said that I was going to do something for my as a gift to myself, some type of surgery that is sprucing me up, whether it be something that's rejuvenating. Tummy tuck, facelift, something. I'm getting something that's rejuvenating. And so I haven't decided all that's going to work out, how all that's going to work out, but that's the goal. And then once I do those things, whatever else, I'm just going to accept. I'm going to be done with surgeries. I'm like, no, unless it's health reasons. But cosmetic surgeries, I'm done. You too old to begin surgeries after 50, bitch. Accept your body. That's how I'm thinking about it. That's how I'm small locks, micro locks, like maybe sister or maybe a little bit bigger than sister. I don't know. I'm gonna go to my consultation once my hair get long enough, and then we're gonna decide there. But definitely nothing big and chunky. But either really, really small traditional locks or it's like sister locks. After 50, you just let the ball drop where it drop. Exactly. That's where I'm at. I'm like, after 50, girl, you still getting surgery. Girl, come on. I want to do one little spruce up and then be done. Like, all right, you are where you are. But actually, right now, if I stop right now, I'll be good. But I do believe in, sprucing it up. I love when I see the older women go ahead, they spend their money on making themselves look good and they look good. Will you still wear wigs with the locks? Probably not. I'd be too hot. And having the wig locks under my fucking head, probably during my first to 3 years, yes. But having hot ass locks under my wig, I'm gonna be too hot. I can't deal with hot head. But yes, I'm gonna give locks a try because that's the only thing that I haven't really dedicated in regards to hair, dedicated time and care to. I had my own natural long wrap and shit like that early in the 90s and 2000s. Then when I went natural in 2010, I cut all my hair off because I never had experience having short hair as a girl, as a woman. That helped me with my confidence as a woman to cut all of my hair off. So dedicating to that natural journey, and I didn't I didn't get unnatural until I was natural for like 8 years. So I think 2018, 19 is when I cut my hair off again. Yeah, 18, 19. So cut my hair off again. And I've been having short hair since then. And then now I'm growing it back. So that's what I'm figuring out. Just to get my life, darlings. Ooh. Will you get color locks or keep them your natural color? I actually like the locks that. So I would dye my hair, which I have already done. If y'all look at my video that I posted on in the members section, my hair is like a short but red, and so it's growing out. So I want my tips of my locks to be red and my natural hair color. You know how when they first lock, it be red and then or blonde and then they grow it out and then they have the tips of color. That's what I want. I don't want it all to be one color. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do later on, but right now my vision is to have my natural hair color at my roots and then my tips be a color. But yeah, I have to. Yeah, that's what I want. I want them to be some red locks. But yeah, some red mini locks or sister locks. I also thought about getting some install that I can keep cutting as it grows out so I don't have to go through the short stage. And I did some faux locks a while ago. But I got some faux locks, and from the back, when somebody sees me from the back, like they're behind me, I kept on getting clocked. If I had on regular clothes, like a t-shirt and jean and my locks, motherfuckers would come up from behind me and call me sir. And when I turn around, they would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." When I had my faux locks, it's the most I got the most misgendering when I had my faux locks. When I tried it a couple of years ago. Well, not a couple, many years ago. They would correct themselves, but when they saw me from the back, it was given. I guess it was given trade because they was calling me sir, and then correct themselves when they saw me from the front. I remember I was walking in the airport in a sweatsuit, and I don't know if I had dropped something or whatever, but the lady ran up behind me and was like, "Sir, sir." And I was like, "Bitch, what?" Because I ain't used to that, honey. And when I turned around, she said, "I'm sorry, ma'am." Da, 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 da. I was like, "Do I look like a man from the back? What's that giving?" And it only was happening when I had faux locks. I noticed your nails are so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I showed them the other day. They're just a clear. This is my real nail, but they put a clear and then did like I don't know what it's called, but they kind of it's like some I don't know what that shit is called. It's not acrylic, but it's something that they put on top to raise it. Then they put some gold buff chrome on the little raised part. It's simple. I love this. Really simple. It's creative without being too flashy. I like it. It's simple. Really, really simple. I'm thinking about doing it, but doing like a blue chrome instead of a gold. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm trying to find a picture of my locks. Question: were the locks super long? They were like at my bra strap. They were like at my bra strap. I'm trying to find a picture of it, but yeah, I don't think I kept any pictures of it because I was like, ooh, I don't know if these too big. I don't know what they were, but they just look like braids to me, and I always look braid. They didn't look whack to me. I thought they was pretty, but I just noticed that I was getting clocked, getting not necessarily clocked, but misgendered from the back. Man, I don't know if I kept. I probably deleted all them pictures. Bitch, don't ever do them again. But that's why I caution myself, baby. Yep. If I do, I'm gonna just be blind, bald head, blonde, older black woman. That's the look I would be giving if I don't like the locks after 5 years. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, baby. You ain't gonna get me. Mm. Yeah, I can't find it. I hate the fact that I missed the beginning of your live. It's gonna be up. You can just go back and rewatch it. But all right, y'all. It is 3:15. Well, not 3 in the morning. We've been on here for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Make sure you thumbs up if you haven't. And yeah, I will see y'all later. And I'm about to go get me something to eat. I'm hungry. Yeah. See y'all later. Bye bye.